Deforestation is one of the major causes of climate change in the world. Malawi is amongst the countries in Africa which has a high rate of deforestation. About 80% of the population in Malawi, they live in rural areas where they depend on natural resources as their source of livelihood. Firewood and charcoal are the main sources of energy in these rural areas. This increases the rate of deforestation, and due to high increase of the population, people will require a lot of wood to cook their food. Briquettes are biomass which is made from sawdust and waste paper. These briquettes are used as an alternative source of energy to suppress charcoal and firewood. Briquettes are made from a simple process whereby you need to have paper. This paper is shredded into small pieces and then it is soaked in water. After being soaked in water for approximately a minute or two, it is then taken into a mortar and a pestle where it is grinded into fine particles. This paper is used as glue, which is to stick the sawdust together. This process is very simple and very easy to do. It does not require much of energy or much of your time, while on the other hand, you are saving the environment. A presser is a tool that is used to release the water out of the briquettes. Through this simple process of soaking the papers into the water, it also reduces the amount of smoke that the briquettes can release. After these papers have been shredded into small parts, they are now put into a bucket and mixed with water. These papers have to be 1 part, and then you take the sawdust 3 parts, and then you mix this mixture. This process is also very simple. It only requires the light amount of mixture, whereby you need 1 part of paper and 3 parts of sawdust. And then you add a little amount of water, and then you start to stir to make sure that the mixture is in the right position. This process requires you to stir gradually and non-stop to make sure that it is well mixed, and also the mixture it is in the right condition. The mixture doesn't have to be very watery, or it doesn't not be to be very thick. It just have to be on a moderate. After the mixture, then you take the plate which you put on the briquettes. This plate stops the mixture to go down. After putting the plate, now you take the mixture which you have made and put it into the holes which are on the presser. By making this process, you need to make sure that you have the right amount of the mixture into the hole, and make sure that you fill the hole up to the top. After all it is done, you need to press a bit so that all the mixture is well compacted in the holes, and then a pusher is put on the top of the holes, and you push a bit to allow a space for a jack. This jack is used to place so that the water is released from the briquettes, and make sure that there is a small hole whereby this water is supposed to be recollected and reused. By using the jack, you need to push all the water out of the briquettes until no water is coming out from the briquettes, from the holes which are made. When there's no water coming, that's when you stop, and then you need to remove the jack. After all is done, then the plate is removed, and you get something like a sack and put it under the briquette machine so that the briquettes must not get in touch with the soil. After doing that, you also use the jack to push the briquettes out. Through the use of a jack, and now the briquettes are released out of the machine, and then they are taken for drying. The drying of these briquettes usually takes 2 to 3 days during sunny days, and it usually takes more than 7 days when it is in the rainy season. These briquettes, they need to be fully dry, as this will also make sure that the briquettes did not release much smoke due to the moist which can be in the briquettes. By using this machine, it releases a single set of 10 briquettes at a time, and 2 of those briquettes can be used to make a full meal. Those are the undried briquettes, and those are the pictures of the dried briquettes. That's how they look like when they are fully dried. They change their color. Using the dry briquettes, now you can make your fire, and you know that these briquettes are fully dried. There's not much smoke which is released from the briquettes, and everything is very simple. Now you are good to go, and you can make your meal without causing any impact to the environment. Climate change is real. Let's take action. Use fuel briquettes as an alternative source of energy. It is cheaper, convenient, and affordable. Let's sustain our environment by making sure that we have the right sources of energy. For more information, contact andrewchikaoneka1996@gmail.com or search for Clean Sustainable Energy on our Facebook page. Thank you for watching this video.